We all know that everybody learns at different paces. That is why this tutorial is going to allow you to go at your own pace. I strongly suggest that you pause this as often as needed, rewind it, replay it, because you are going to be responsible for having the entire essay done by the end of next class period. The introductory paragraph is brief, concise, and to the point. Remember the handshake. Nobody likes it when you hold on for too long, and the same goes for your introductory paragraph. You're just explaining your talking points, but you don't give specific reasons or evidence. Stay focused on the standard. Remember, you have to talk about how a character develops, how they interact with others, and how they advance the plot, otherwise known as motivation. Your body paragraphs is what the meat of your paragraphs is. It gives all the details, the reasons, and the examples. Your claim sentence, I want you to think of that like the top bun of a hamburger. It holds it together. Without that, you'd have a big sloppy mess. But the elaboration, the evidence, the blended quote, your reasoning, it wouldn't be very good hamburger without the bun, the cheese, the meat, the lettuce, the tomato, the ketchup, not mustard because that's disgusting. But you need all of these elements in order to have a true paragraph where your reader knows exactly what you are thinking. Your conclusion statement is what ties everything together. This is kind of like the bottom bun for the entire essay. You restate the thesis and make your final point. So by restating it, that means this is in a brand new way. You're not saying the same sentence again, and you're not saying that is why. You're just touching back to the point you made in your thesis. If you were present last time, we already did the introductory paragraph, but just to make sure that you have it correct, you might want to listen to these next few slides anyway. The first part of the introductory paragraph is the very general summary. Now in this case it's about Miss Strangeworth. However, it doesn't matter what you're writing. The structure of the introduction is the same in any essay. Since we're talking about character, we want to make sure that you mention Miss Strangeworth. We give credit to the author Shirley Jackson, and we also need to mention the title, The Possibility of Evil. Please make sure that you use quotation marks around the possibility of evil and not underline it. Titles of books are underlined, short works and poems are quotation marks. A possible sentence starter that you could use is from here to here. So in The Possibility of Evil by Shirley Jackson, Miss Strangeworth first appears to be. Now obviously that's not the end of your sentence. You need to finish that sentence. Who does she appear to be at the very beginning? Use an adjective to describe her. She's a sweet, caring, 71-year-old woman, at least who she pretends to be. Where sentence 1 is a very general statement, sentence 2 is going to begin to get a little bit more specific. We have to lead into the thesis. We can't jump from she's a sweet old woman to she is an evil person. We have to make sure that we're making that connection or bridging the first sentence to our thesis. So a possible sentence starter is here. After watching Miss Strangeworth interact with other characters, finish that thought. What can we infer is happening? Who might Miss Strangeworth be? Explain how something is a little bit hidden or off. Notice that I'm going back to that word interact as well to make sure that I'm covering the entire standard. The last sentence in your introduction is going to be the thesis. This is a word you need to know well. You'll be writing thesis statements for the rest of your high school career, and if you go to college, you'll continue. It's just a clear statement of whatever it is you're trying to argue. In this case, you're trying to argue what type of person Miss Strangeworth really is. Take a look at this sentence frame. Throughout the story, Miss Strangeworth proves she's a blank character. Feel free to put in 1 or 2 adjectives there. Who treats others blank and is motivated by what? Why does she write these letters? What does she feel her purpose is? By doing this, I'm ensuring that the entire standard is going to be covered. Go ahead and pause the video now and write your thesis if you haven't already done so.